Tonight on the Muskie Daily, the Roberta A. Smith Library's opening has been delayed, and we'll give you the reason why.
Opening weekend was full of activities for incoming Muskies to take part in.
And the cross-country team's results are in from yesterday's meet.
Good evening, and thanks for tuning in. I'm John Webb.
And I'm Mary Beth Holtel. The class of 2019 had a jam-packed weekend full of events and activities before classes began this week. Our Christine Holmes captured some of the Welcome Weekend happenings and talked to some of the freshmen about their experiences here at Muskingum.
The class of 2019 is welcome to Muskingum University with a weekend full of activities before hitting the books. The freshest faces on campus had plenty to do during Welcome Weekend from Friday through Sunday. Muskies could tie-dye t-shirts, play kickball on the East Lawn, and even participate in a game of water polo in the campus lake.
The pink team currently has both of the balls.
Students kick and splash in their inner tubes. The goal? Getting an inflatable volleyball past the goalkeeper and inside the floating net.
They're having a lot of fun. It was a little bit difficult to try to get them into the lake originally, but now that there are people in the lake, more people are just showing up to get or to cool off and have some fun.
By night, freshmen could still be seen playing, this time inside bubbles.
Gotta go around them, spread out a little bit, kick the ball, not everywhere like they were.
The new Muskies bounce around on the turf at McConaughey Stadium in a game of bubble soccer.
I got completely bowled over by God knows who, and it was so much fun.
But by Sunday night, all the weekend fun and games came to an end for the start of classes on Monday. For Orbit Media News, I'm Christine Holmes.
The opening of the new Roberta A. Smith Library on the campus of Muskingum University has been delayed. The library was originally set to open and be moved into at the beginning of this fall semester, but is now being pushed back until the spring of 2016. The library had already hired more student assistants over the summer in anticipation of the move, and even planned to give the existing assistants more hours. Due to the delay, some of the newly hired staff will not begin working until the library opens. For now, the library will continue to be housed in Cambridge Hall until the new building is complete.
Muskingum University added a new coordinator of student involvement, Jessica Leigh Edge. Edge received her master's from Shippensburg University and worked with Harrisburg University in customer services. Edge will be working closely with clubs and organizations on campus, and she'll also be the main advisor for Student Senate. Edge is especially looking forward to working with Student Senate because she was a part of student government in her undergraduate program. Edge also works with career services for the student outreach programming. One aspect of her job that Edge wants to focus on is making OrgSync a bigger part of students' lives.
The Muskingum University Marching Band has undergone some changes for the 2015 fall semester. One of the biggest changes is the addition of the color guard. Spinning, tossing, and dancing all add visual interest to a marching band's performance. This is the first in many years that Muskingum University has had a color guard. The first step in creating a color guard is to find students interested in participating. The next step is to find an instructor to train the new members and to teach them new routines. This year, freshman Darby Croft was asked to lead the color guard. Croft was a color guard captain in high school for 3 years. During this summer, Croft was contacted by the student band director to create, teach, and help train the first-year color guard members the routines. All Croft needed was the music to help her make a routine. The Muskingum University Marching Band and Color Guard will give their first performance during halftime at this Saturday's football game versus Waynesburg.
Many of New Concord's furry friends came to the in-card pool this past Saturday and Sunday to soak up the sun and interact with other dogs and their owners. Orbit Media News correspondent Marty Kurtz has some more details on what made this event a splash.
Last weekend, dogs in New Concord gathered with their owners at the New Concord area pool. The Dog Days at the pool event has been hosted by NCARD for the last 5 years. NCARD Program Director Judy Beadham explains a little more about the event.
We had the last human swim on Thursday. So the last couple days that we're open, we have the dogs come up and play and socialize and just run all over. They have a great time. It's so much fun to watch, as you can see.
The event raises a little bit of money for the pool with a $5 fee per dog. Beadham says that the Dog Days at the pool event typically raises about $75 per year. Beadham herself brought her own dog and expresses her enjoyment of seeing all the dogs play and interact.
I like to meet all the dogs and then the owners, and it's fun to talk to other people. You know, you have at least one thing in common with these people. Our dog doesn't get out as much as he should, and so I'm happy knowing that he has a day or 2 days of really, really good exercise, and he loves the social thing. But you can see, you know, some people would argue whether dogs can smile or anything, but look at their little doggy faces. They're grinning ear to ear. Yeah.
The Dog Days at the pool is one of NCARD's events during the summer. Beadham says that there will be many more events coming in the fall that students are welcome to. For Orbit Media News, I'm Marty Kurtz.
There is a new hotel being built off of exit 169, which goes from Interstate 70 onto Route 83. Village Administrator Charlotte Cawley states that the opening date for the Wall House Hotel will be October 2nd of this year. The hotel plans to include a pool, a conference room, a patio, and an area opened up to the patio. Prices for the hotel are expected to be equivalent to the Wall House Hotel in Walnut Creek, Ohio. Not only does the hotel plan to bring in around 25 new jobs, but the Village of New Concord expects to see an increase in the income tax revenue.
We're going to take a short break. Stick around because when we return, we'll be taking a look at some current events happening around Ohio and the rest of the country, only here on the Muskie Daily.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
Fiat Chrysler assembly plant managers have told workers that Jeep Wrangler production will stay in Toledo. The vehicle's roots date back to World War II and is originally based in Toledo. Union leaders say plant managers also delivered a surprising announcement yesterday that the Jeep Cherokee line will be sent out of state. It's not clear how the move might affect job numbers at the plant, which employs about 6,000.
A happy ending in the case of two young siblings who went missing in Tennessee Tuesday night. They were found early this morning, and authorities say the family dog played a big role in saving them. Eric Avner reports.
After hours of frantically searching Mulberry Mountain in the cloak of darkness for 7-year-old Hannah Musgrave and her 4-year-old brother Matthew, crews finally were able to locate the children at a home along this road after sunrise.
They came out hungry, starving. We were able to feed them whatever they wanted to.
They also required medical attention after being lost in the wooded area overnight.
They do have a significant amount of scratches. They have a lot of bug bites, and both of them are suffering from severe poison ivy.
The 7-year-old told authorities she and her brother were playing with Samber, the family dog, last night and followed it into the woods. At some point they got lost and could not find their way back home.
They were able to hunker down for a couple of hours to rest at a cell tower, which is approximately 2 miles from their own residency. And of course, when it became daylight, they decided to get back on foot, and that's when they found the first residence that they saw was on Sluter Road.
The terrain was considered very dangerous, even for rescue crews searching in the cloak of darkness. Authorities say Samber the dog actually kept the children safe as they kept walking.
But trusting a dog, their dog, to guide them, I think really did save these children's lives. Allowing them to know where they needed to walk and where they didn't need to walk, I think played a big role in these children's lives.
Coming up next, temperatures continue to rise and the humidity along with it. Will the heat let up anytime soon?
I'll be back after a short break to answer those questions for you, John.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Tonight will be partly cloudy, isolated showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Warm, humid with a low of 68 degrees. Thursday will have a partly cloudy morning, then becoming partly sunny with a high of 86. Thursday night is partly cloudy, warm, humid with lows of around 65. The extended forecast is looking pretty clear. Starting Friday, it will be mostly sunny with a high near 87. Saturday, it'll stay sunny and clear with a high near 88. And Sunday, the sunshine will still be around with a high near 85. That's it for your weather. Up next, we'll have the latest updates on the Muskie cross country, men's and women's soccer teams, all ahead on the Muskie Daily.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Hello, I'm Mary Beth Hotel with your latest Fighting Muskie sports news. The Muskingum men's cross-country team finished first in their dual relay meet yesterday. The Muskies scored 8 points in their home opener, while Bethany placed second with 13 points. And on the women's side, the Muskies also captured the win with 7 points to beat Bethany and Marietta. The women's soccer team debuted their season on the road against Ohio Christian on Tuesday. The ladies came out on the wrong end of the 6-1 decision in Circleville. The lone Muskie goal on the night came from first-year Emily Wiley, the first goal of her Muskie career. The Muskies actually outshot Ohio Christian 34-18 on the night, but were only able to sneak one of those shots into the back of the net. With the loss, the Muskies fall to 0-1 on the young season with a road matchup with Mount St. Joseph looming next Saturday. Game time is slated for 1 o'clock. On Tuesday, September 1st, the men's soccer team opened their season at home with an 8-0 loss at the hands of Carnegie Mellon. The Tartans jumped out to a 3-0 lead 30 minutes into the first half, led by senior midfielder William Webb. Webb recorded a first-half hat trick with 3 goals before the halftime whistle. He also added an assist off of a corner kick, give him the right high of 4 points. The Muskie attack was a non-factor in the contest, only managing 4 shots on the night. The Muskies will be back in action on Sunday, September 6th at Adrian. That's all for your Muskie sports. When we come back, we'll take a look at the upcoming football game, the involvement fair, the Orbit Media new member meeting, and other exciting events coming up on campus, so stay tuned.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
The Muskingum University Involvement Fair.
That's it for the Muskie Daily. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Have a great evening.